Ladies and gentlemen, the gods have heard our cries. They've heard our pleadings. They heard us yearning the past 3 years. Your guys' support has been overwhelming. It's been too much for Capital Games. They thought I was gonna delete my channel. I get there's beef between us, but it's finally here. You can't delete any longer. Smash the like. Keep the positivity going because, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a General Grievous rework. Grievous rework, Grievous rework, Grievous. Ladies and gentlemen, cut to the chase. Road ahead blog post. All you need to know, Grievous is getting a freaking rework. My goodness, so much for being the first to know that Grievous is gonna get a rework. Totally caught me by surprise. Didn't see this coming. My goodness, guys. All you need to know right now, I got too much excitement built up right now. Grievous is getting a rework. B1 Battle Droid's coming to the game. Droideka's coming to the game. Frick yeah. And then we're also getting a B2 Battle Droid rework and the MAGNAGUARD rework. Woo! It sucks that I had to find out this way after 3 years of building up to this one, but whatever the case may be, whatever beef that the game changers and Capital Games have had the past several months, doesn't matter. I'm just excited. The community is finally going to get a General Grievous rework. Let's take a look at my roster. Oh man, Separatist. How I've long awaited this day. So far, they've only said Separatist droids are getting a rework that kind of follows that whole screenshot we talked about the other day. Who knows if the rest of it's gonna be true? I don't care. Screw Revan and all that. I'm so sorry, guys. B2 Battle Droid getting a rework. So glad that I had him at Gear 12 all this time. And this was a funny one. I geared up this guy months ago to Gear 12 when the droids were on my to-do list. Finally going to pay off. Hopefully this guy gets a brand new art rework change and a bunch of new abilities, and he has some synergy with the man, the myth, the legend, my Gear 12 Plus, General Grievous. Hopefully there's some synergy between the MAGNAGUARDs and Grievous and whatnot, since they were known to be his direct bodyguards to stop the stupid Jedi from getting through. I can't make coherent sentences right now. This is why I said the other day, you know, Revan's cool and all. I'm not gonna dump gear into him and the other Jedi required and the Zetas until I know what's coming in the future. And this is exactly why I wait to see what is going to come out. Instead of gearing up Revan, how about this? Let's toss some gear on the B2 Battle Droid. Don't know what it is. Don't care. I've been waiting for this. It's totally worth it. I don't know if Grievous is going to change the meta. I'm hoping he's a meta-defining character, and this might be the character like how Emperor Palpatine diminished Jedi training rank Commander Luke Skywalker from the meta. There might be a good chance this big boy right here, he's going to take out his meat scepter and literally chop away at the Revan meta. We'll find out. I may be having too high of hopes right now. But how about we actually talk about the other things related to this post? So I don't know if that first part of the video was comprehensible. I do apologize. Let's try to bring it back a few notches and read what else the road ahead is bringing for Galaxy Heroes. As you guys know, the road ahead is supposed to talk about the 3 months in each quarter for Galaxy Heroes. So this road ahead blog post is supposed to entail everything from this beginning of January up until March-ish, whatever, 31st, whatever the case may be. So this is what we're to expect for at least the next 2 months, because January is already pretty much done. Let's read what CG Carey had to say about this upcoming quarter. Hello, Holotable Heroes. After an exciting end of the year with the release of Grand Arena, C-3PO, and Han's Millennium Falcon, the Capital Games offices are bustling again with plans for the upcoming quarters. We've spent much of the past few months focusing on the roadmap, including a bold and somewhat audacious 5-year vision, but as always, I'm here to talk a little bit about the next couple months. When we sit down to plan the next year's roadmap, one of the key things that we focus on is learnings from the previous one, since so much of the core of this game is collecting and strategizing with the iconic characters and ships from the Star Wars universe. We are constantly learning and, when necessary, adjusting the way we release them, especially the types of events we run and their cadence, to ensure that we bring you awesome new Star Wars content in a way that feels balanced, fair, and allows you to really dig in and enjoy each moment. We're continuing to work on the balance between marquee, reworks, achievement characters, more on that in a moment, and legendaries, heroes, journey characters, ancient journey characters. As you guys know, last year, there was a huge marquee overload, and people got burnt out on the fact that we were dumped all these marquee characters, and basically all the legendary characters were jammed in at the end of the year. 3 legendary characters in a span of 3 months. So hopefully we can maybe have something a bit more consistent, you know, marquee, legendary, whatever the case may be. Moving on though, while we are finessing the delivery systems, we want to try a couple of new different formats. To that end, we will be releasing the Emperor's Command Shuttle, holy cow, in a new event called the Galactic Chase. Hold on, let me show you a picture of the Command Shuttle. So if I'm correct, I believe they're talking about Emperor Palpatine, and if you guys recall, there was that one scene where Emperor Palpatine exits his T-4A shuttle with Darth Vader right next to him. So it looks like the Emperor of the Galactic Empire, instead of having a capital ship, he's gonna have a command shuttle, kind of like Kylo Ren does from the episode 7. Apparently, this event will take place on one of the Cantina holotables, as the command shuttle will be immediately released to specific nodes there. This will allow you to earn the shards of the ship while accruing other resources and completing daily activities that you would already be doing anyway on those nodes. We hope that you enjoy the way this celebrates the arrival of a new ship without requiring a separate energy grind. Looks like they're starting to put some more love in ships. They're starting to try to amp up ships by adding more stuff. That was one of my complaints, is that there's not enough stuff in ships to really keep it interesting. Alongside this and more traditional events, we'll be introducing more achievement-based characters this year. They may show up as actual achievement rewards or in currency shops such as Wampa and Hermit Yoda. We'll be able to talk about that in more depth in the coming months. Maybe they're going to add a new territory battle, since now that Grievous is getting a rework, maybe a Separatist or a Geonosis territory battle. We might see more stuff added to that. Hopefully that's going to happen, because territory battles is starting to lose its touch, I think. So I'm not going to read everything verbatim from the quality of life update, because basically the exciting part's already taking out of this update right here. Right here, we got one of our first quality of life updates, which is interesting. We're going to be able to sim the heroic Rancor raid. No one really cares about the Rancor raid as much anymore. Pretty easy to beat it. Now they're going to make it simmable, and they're going to allow people to get equal rewards, so they're still tuning the exact rewards. So if you miss it, you're not going to get level 49 rewards. I'm guessing you'll get equal rewards compared to everyone else in the guild. So this might be leading up to a mythic grade one day. We talked about this way back when there was a data mine on mythic grades. This might build up to a mythic grade potentially happening. Now, as we take a look at this lovely roster right here, if you guys recall, there's this button down here that I don't think anyone's ever clicked, this buy data cards, which would take you straight to the card store right here. Well, Carrie is saying in this latest post that they are going to remove that button, and instead they're going to add a squad management button, which from there you'll be able to create compositions. Look, they actually have names, so in case you're having a hard time deciphering Jawas, the squad management screen will help you dictate that. And here we go. One thing we've noticed with the Jedi Knight Revan meta is that it is a messy meta. It looks like a giant green field of buffs, and so there's actually a lot of memes going around, kind of over exaggerating the situation. But now we're going to get a new thing where now they're going to prioritize the most important buffs and most important debuffs. They have a great example right here. Instead of having a giant spread of 20 buffs and debuffs, now they're going to stack them together, and there's going to be a button. If you want to see all the buffs, you can click on it. If you don't want to see it, you click on that. It manages it more, so the battle's a bit more enjoyable, and you don't have to think, oh, is that guy taunting or not? It happens to me so many times. You can't tell if someone's taunting or has foresight because there's so many buffs on top of each other and they're blocking one another. So nice little thing, and it looks like you're not forced to keep it if you don't like that button. And then they're talking about Grand Arena matchmaking. That's one of the things I had in my complaint section for Grand Arena, is that matchmaking is kind of a bit off, because ships, first of all, aren't used that much in Grand Arena, and then also people have inflated their GP in Grand Arena. Well, now it looks like they're going to improve the matchmaking process. They won't go in much detail, but maybe they won't consider ship GP if they're not requiring ships for Grand Arena, because some people went really heavy on ships, which increases their GP, but then they're not using ships, so now they have this bad roster of characters they have to use. So nice little touch. They didn't go in much detail, but something to point out here. And the part that I just want to read one more time with you guys, just to make sure it's settling in for us. The new content. February is going to be differently themed than the past 2 years, and we are very excited to bring you Separatist droids. We've been giving a lot of attention to various aspects of the universe in the past 2 years, particularly the old trilogy and the Old Republic. Yes, you are very true about that. And with the return of the Clone Wars animated series, Clone Wars Lives, we are excited to explore more content from the Clone Wars animated series. Is this going to be the year of Darkside Anakin, Lord Vader Anakin himself? Who knows? And let's just read it one more time. This includes a marquee for the B1 battle droid who will appear as a single unit on the battlefield, but whose abilities reflect the pervasiveness of the seemingly unending units behind it. Yes, yes, yes. Additionally, we will be releasing the Droideka, the Shielded Destroyer droids, who combined with the B1, the rework of the B2 battle droid, and the rework of the MAGNAGUARD all serve at the behest of one particular droid commander. Ugh! General Grievous is getting a rework. My goodness, they built up to this so beautifully. They know this is one of the most requested reworks of all time, or else I just overhyped the rework. I don't know what the case is. And we are excited to tie that into the rest of the Clone Wars droids in a way that fulfills the fantasy of the strategic separatist battlefield commander. And that's all for now. There'll be more information as always in the coming weeks if you hop over to the official forums. You hear that, meatbags? I will be back. So I'm wondering if the whole meatbags thing is the HK-47 reference, because we were thinking that HK-47 rework will happen this month. I don't care. As long as General Grievous has a good separatist leadership and a good droid leadership, we don't have to worry about HK-47 being the main droid leader. My goodness. I don't know how to wrap up this video. I am a bit bummed that I didn't get the heads up about. I put up a video today, so that means obviously I had no idea this was coming through. I know there is some beef between Capital Games and the game changes the past few months. Won't go into too much detail right now, but so it's unfortunate that I couldn't find out a little bit beforehand to hype this up a bit more. But whatever the case may be, the General Grievous rework is finally happening, ladies and gentlemen. You see this wall right here? This wallet will be buying these characters so we can see if this Grievous rework and the Separatist rework are the reworks we truly deserve. Let me empty out my wallet right now. There we go. Look at all those. Oh boy, that's actually not that much to brag about. I got $1 Capital Games. That's all you're getting for this. Since my test account really isn't operational, I can't miss out on any of this stuff. So you guys will be informed on all of this lovely stuff. You guys will be seeing me doing extensive testing on the rework, the man himself, the other reworks, as well as the new droids coming in. Guys, I'm just a little too excited right now, so we're gonna wrap up the video. Let me know down below. Hit that like button, comment down below. Are you excited for the road ahead? This is definitely the most exciting road ahead I've seen ever in this game. It's gonna be a fun month, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like, comment down below. I probably said that already. Who cares? And subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video. Rework, Grievous, rework, Grievous. CG, get your act together and rework, Grievous, rework, Grievous, rework, Grievous. Come on, CG, don't make me pray.